And that brings us to the Vatican and the occult. Now, the most accurate depiction I've ever seen in Hollywood of any occult proceedings and how they really work is Stanley Kubrick's Eyes Wide Shut. I hope everyone has seen that movie. If you haven't, you need to see it. I participated in something that was quite less extravagant than what was depicted there, which obviously would have been higher level dark occultism and Luciferianism. You know, they're in a real mansion. I attended rituals at McMansions. Okay? So, there are strata within the occult. And then you go into the big mansion called the Vatican, and I'm going to show you some shots from inside the Vatican. This is where the priest class resides. They're hoarding all the knowledge that is necessary to free us. They're hoarding the knowledge of our true origins. They're hoarding the knowledge of true spirituality. They're hoarding the knowledge of what human beings truly could become and the powers that they could actually really develop, which they don't want to see us develop, those kind of mental and spiritual capabilities. And they rule from a place of total secrecy and darkness. The only way they can continue their reign is through ignorance. They don't want this knowledge coming out. Here's some stuff to look into about the dark occult and the Vatican. Who are the Jesuits? Now, deep inside the Jesuits, they are a secret society called the Society of Jesus. And they're connected deeply with military intelligence and with intelligence agencies like the CIA. Let me tell you something. Jesuits comprise a lot of United States intelligence. They're working deeply inside our own intelligence agencies. Opus Dei, this is an occult organization within the Roman Church in the modern day. Consider themselves the doers of God's work, which is what Opus Dei means, God's work. You want to look up the money connection to all of this? Check out the book God's Banker and the connections to the Propaganda Due Lodge, P2, in Italy, a clandestine Masonic lodge syndicate. This man with the current quote-unquote Pope Francis is Alfonso Nicholas. Alfonso Nicholas. He's considered the Black Pope of the Jesuit order. Many people say that he sits behind the throne of the Pope and is the real Pope indeed, who doesn't really change during his lifetime. And, the other popes are really just, puppets sitting in, and he's telling them what to do. Now we do have a Jesuit Pope in Francis. He is actually a Jesuit and is obviously very in with the Black Pope, Nicholas. These are wolves in sheep's clothing. This is, what was talked about to beware of in the New Testament. Beware of false prophets which come to you in sheep's clothing, who are inwardly ravening wolves. That's what this priest class is, folks. They want to pretend that they're holy. These aren't holy men. They never have been and never will be. The amount of knowledge that the Vatican hoards and keeps to itself is astronomically insane. Their libraries go on endlessly, and they contain the true knowledge of human origins, which is why they had to be secreted away, hidden, occulted. Mainstream media did a story recently. Oh, the Vatican's opening up their secret archives. Yeah, they're opening up their secret archives. First of all, the word secret archives, Archivio Segreto Vaticano, it doesn't mean secret archives. It means the private archives, meaning it's reserved only for them. That's it. The word secreto in Italian means private, more so than it means secret, meaning simply hidden. It means it is our property, it is our private property. They consider this their knowledge to dispense to whoever they see fit to receive it. And so this reporter, all proud of himself, I'm going to be one of the first 25 reporters let into the Vatican secret archives. You know, writes his article and says, we were not actually allowed to look at any books. We were just allowed to pass through under guard of the Swiss guard and the gendarmerie, which is the actual security force of Rome, the police of Rome, with fully automatic military weapons, trained on them should they step out of line and try to touch something they weren't allowed to. But they opened the archives, folks. This is what our media will tell you. These complicit, scumbag, paid liars, criminals, is what the media is.